everyone, welcome back again in our YouTube series. So today I am going to start environment. And environment, the first topic that we are going to discuss about pollutants, pollution control and policies and program. This is the part 1. As you know very well, we were discussing last 45 year of question. Some selective question we are discussing so that you have a very good idea where you have to focus from a particular topic. Okay, so this is about our YouTube series where we discuss 45 years question from 1979 to 2024. Few selected question. We are not going to discuss all the question here. Some important question that may be chances in upcoming prelims exam that will be repeat. So 1979-24, 45 years question. Very good idea what exactly the UPSC follow trend. Then theme wise, subject wise topic. As you know, every topic is important and sometimes while preparation we forget, we are not able to complete one particular topic, but here we will discuss all the important topic. Same time you can download PYQ question from Edukemy website. You just log in and go to your portal and you download the question and try to solve it. At the same time we are also providing class notes related to whatever question we are discussing, whatever topic we are discussing right now here. Okay, हमने last year जो किया था उसमें 45% of student who were enrolled qualified in 2024 prelims काफी अच्छा रिजल्ट रहा है और जिसमें 50% of the question that asked okay in prelims exam directly from our support program. prelims support program था उससे 50% क्वेश्चन आया. अब इस प्रोग्राम से सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होगा कि you attempt the exam with more confidence. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट क्या होता है कि when you appear in exam the lot of anxiety, okay, पैनिक हो जाते हैं स्टूडेंट के कैसा क्वेश्चन पॉलिटी में पूछेगा, कैसा क्वेश्चन करंट अफेयर में पूछेगा. तो ये सारे की वजह से एक व्हाट हैपन कि आने वाले क्वेश्चन को भी आप गलत करके आते हो. तो दैट विल बी ओके, दैट प्रॉब्लम विल बी सॉल्व बिकॉज यू ऑलरेडी अटेम्प्टेड वेरियस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन. आप बहुत तरह के क्वेश्चंस ऑलरेडी फेस कर चुके हैं, आपने हर एक पार्ट्स को अच्छे से कवर कर लिया, करंट अफेयर हो चाहे स्टैटिक पोर्शन हो. एंड देन दिस विल बूस्ट योर एक्यूरेसी. एक्यूरेसी करने का मतलब कि योर चांसेस फॉर स्कोरिंग मोर good marks in prelims exam. Negative marking आपका कम हो जाएगा and you will attempt good number of question with more accuracy. ठीक है. So first question in your environment, that is why is there a great concern about the microbeads that are released into environment? See, very straightforward question. यहाँ पर यूपीएससी सिर्फ ये पूछना चाह रहा है कि whether student know what is microbeads. ये एक काफी न्यूज बना है, ग्लोबल न्यूज बना है. वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉल्यूटेंट आप देख सकते हो मरीन इन्वायरमेंट में, जिसको मरीन पॉल्यूशन में आता है, जिसकी वजह से मोस्ट ऑफ द एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स और एक्वेटिक स्पीसीज का डिक्लाइन हो रहा है. ओके, नाउ लेट्स रीड द व्हाट आर द स्टेटमेंट्स इज गिवन. दे आर कंसीडर हार्मफुल टू मरीन इन इकोसिस्टम. अब देखिए, जैसा मैंने अभी 2-3 लाइन का एक्सप्लेनेशन जो किया उसी से पता चल जाए कि जो ऑप्शन ए है वो पूरा फिट बैठ रहा है एज पर दी माइक्रोबिट्स. माइक्रोबिट्स क्या है? एक तरह का टाइनी सॉलिड प्लास्टिक मटेरियल से जिसका डायमीटर लेस देन 1 माइक्रोमीटर से कम होता है. एंड व्हेनेवर इट इंटर इन यू कैन से इन एक्वेटिक इकोसिस्टम इट काउज द डेथ ऑफ लॉट ऑफ एक्वेटिक स्पीसीज. बहुत सारे एक्वेटिक स्पीसीज से दे कंसीडर एज अ फूड, एज लाइक अ जू प्लैंक्टन. बहुत स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स होते हैं. आप इमेज में देखो, जैसे कि यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हो. ओके, माइक्रोबिट्स में मतलब होता है क्या कि दे आर वेरी स्मॉल एंड सी सम फिशेज एंड अदर एनिमल्स कंसीडर इट एज अ फूड एंड इंटर इन आवर फूड चेन. ओके, उनके फूड चेन में इंटर हो जाता है एंड दैट काउज अ मोर प्रॉब्लम. सो हियर फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट जो है वो बिल्कुल करेक्ट है. सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट फिर भी हम पढ़ेंगे. दे आर कंसीडर्ड टू काउज स्किन कैंसर इन चिल्ड्रन. नो, ठीक है. दे आर स्मॉल इनफ टू एब्जॉर्ब बाय द क्रॉप प्लांट इन इरिगेटेड फील्ड्स. इरिगेशन फील्ड में नहीं जाता है. They are often found to be used as a food adulterants. Okay, so correct answer यहाँ पर क्या हो जाएगा? ऑप्शन ए, microbeads. देखिए microbeads का next what type of question they will ask in your next exam from this topic. They can ask you कहाँ ये use होता है. तो जैसे microbeads का use हम most of the time कहाँ देखते हैं? They are very toothpaste, okay, exfoliating personal care product, biomedical and health science research. इन सारी जगह पे माइक्रोबीड्स प्लास्टिक का यूज किया जाता है. दे आर सॉलिड प्लास्टिक पार्टिकल लेस देन 1 मिलीमीटर इन देयर लार्जेस्ट डायमेंशन. अब ये सारे स्टेटमेंट इसलिए इंपॉर्टेंट हो सकते हैं कि मे बी इन नेक्स्ट ईयर प्रीलिम्स में क्वेश्चन आ सकता है which of the following statement is correct about the microbits, and they can use the definition of microbits. इसका जो measurement है which is less than 1 millimeter. Microbits can cause plastic particles, water pollution, and pose an environmental hazard for aquatic animals and fresh water and ocean water. Okay, सबसे पहले important बात है कि नीदरलैंड is the first country that banned cosmetic microbits in 2014. ये information आपके लिए काफी important हो सकता है. So government, what Indian government is doing for banning this microbits? So you know plastic waste जो rules है हमारे country में उसको आपको ध्यान में रखना है. Okay, Greenpeace इसको क्या कहते हैं? Greenpeace refer to toxic time bomb. ये microbits को Greenpeace जो कि environmental के conservation के लिए एक बहुत important organization है, it called as a toxic time bomb. Once in the marine environment, microplastic can both release and absorb toxin. ये टॉक्सिन रिलीज भी करता है और एब्जॉर्ब भी करता है, तो ये दोनों बात को याद रखना है. एंड विच कैन देन मूव थ्रू आउट द फूड चेन. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कीवर्ड हियर रिलेटेड विद द माइक्रोबिट्स. सो वन वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड, ओके, व्हाट विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज करेक्ट अबाउट द माइक्रोबिट्स. नाउ दिस आर द यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर फ्रॉम दिस एरिया. अब यहां से आपको फोकस करना है कि आने वाले प्रीलिम्स में पूछ सकता है कि वेयर इट यूज, which was the first country to ban. Okay, Netherlands was the first country and Greenpeace called it as a toxic time bomb क्योंकि ये रिलीज भी करता है टॉक्सिन मटेरियल एंड अट्रैक्ट भी करता है, एंड इट वंस इट इंटर इन अ फूड चेन इट एक्ट एज अ बायो एक्यूमुलेशन. बायो एक्यूमुलेशन प्रोसेस यू नो वेयर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ पॉल्यूटेंट इन वन ऑर्गेनिज्म एंड इसका कंसंट्रेशन इंक्रीज करता है, दैट कॉल्ड अ बायो मैग्निफिकेशन. सो बायो एक्यूमुलेशन देन बायो मैग्निफिकेशन. दिस इज हैपेंड बिकॉज ऑफ द माइक्रोबिट्स जो फिश होते हैं और अदर एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स होते हैं. दिस कंसिडर इज अ फूड. ये जू प्लैंकटन और ये फिटोप्लैंकटन समझकर इसे कंज्यूम करते हैं, जिसकी वजह से उनके लॉस देयर लाइफ. ओके, नाउ विल मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग. देयर आर 4 ऑप्शन इज गिवन: कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, मीथेन, ओजोन, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड. देन व्हिच ऑफ द अबव आर रिलीज्ड इनटू द एटमॉस्फेयर ड्यू टू बर्निंग ऑफ क्रॉप और बायोमास रेसिड्यू. ये बहुत ही बर्निंग इशू है, करंट अफेयर में हमेशा रहता है, स्पेशली इन विंटर सीजन व्हेनेवर वी टॉक अबाउट दिल्ली एनसीआर. सो स्टेबल बर्निंग, you know, stubble burning means burning of the crop residue. When it burn, it releases different types of pollutant in the environment. अब pollutants जो होते हैं वो 2 टाइप के होते हैं. Pollutants, basically there are 2 types of pollutants. One is your primary pollutants, another is called secondary pollutant. So primary pollutants are those which release directly in the atmosphere, and secondary pollutants are those released not directly but because of the combination of 2 more pollutant. Okay, तो वो उसको हम लोग secondary pollutant कहते हैं. और यहाँ पर जो एग्जाम्पल है ओजोन इज अ वन पोल्यूटेंट दैट इज नॉट प्राइमरी बट सेकेंडरी पोल्यूटेंट. लेकिन इसका रिलीज जो होता है ये बनता है क्यों? बिकॉज ऑफ द रिलीज ऑफ नाइट्रस ऑक्साइड इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ वोलेटाइल ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड. नाइट्रस ऑक्साइड एंड वोलेटाइल ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड कंबाइन टुगेदर इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ सनलाइट, इट रिलीज ओजोन. ओके, सो वी कैन से कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, मीथेन, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड, ओजोन, all 4 released because of the burning of the crop residue. Now you know biomass, basically this biomass contain a carbon dioxide. Okay, so during the photosynthesis process plant absorb carbon dioxide for their photosynthesis process. When it die or burn, carbon dioxide released back into the atmosphere. So all 4 will be the correct answer. Now see, whenever any question come in pollutants, okay, from air pollution, what you have to keep things in your mind, a very basic and static things. Like you should know what are the pollutants come under the air quality index. Okay, which of the following pollutants ban in India in terms of e-waste. Okay, e-waste, electronic waste का जो होता है. So these are some areas where most of the students are not taking it serious. So and UPSC asks question from that area. So you have to follow. Okay, you have to just see the question here and try to understand the pattern. Here you solve. Okay, solve the question. But यहाँ पर सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है कि आप ज्यादा समझो कि क्वेश्चन पूछा क्या जा रहा है, किस एरिया में. आप एयर पोल्यूशन आपने स्टेबल बर्निंग पढ़ लिया, न्यूज में आपने ये पढ़ लिया स्टेबल बर्निंग इज वन ऑफ द मेजर रीजन फॉर पॉल्यूशन इन दिल्ली. लेकिन स्टेबल बर्निंग क्रॉप रेसिड्यू से पॉल्यूटेंट क्या निकलते हैं वो मिसिंग हो जाता है, वो बच्चे नहीं ध्यान देते हैं. तो वो वहां से क्वेश्चन यूपीएससी पूछता है. यूपीएससी को पता है कि अब कहां पर प्रॉब्लम आएगी, वेयर आप लोग किस चीज को नेग्लेक्ट करते हो, तो वो चीज को ध्यान देना है. नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट हियर इज, so crop residue and biomass burning forest fire is considered as a major source of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. You should write all this pollutant. पेन कॉपी लेकर यहाँ लिखते भी रहो कि हाँ ये क्वेश्चन को डिस्कस किया गया, ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया, दिस टॉपिक ऑलरेडी आस्क्ड इन प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम, सो यू हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर विद द सेम टॉपिक फॉर द नेक्स्ट अपकमिंग एग्जाम. और whenever you see any news given in today's paper और आप करंट अफेयर में कोई भी न्यूज देखते हैं with the related to the same topic, you go and prepare for that. Okay, जैसे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, मीथेन, volatile organic compounds and nitrogen oxide, these are some crop we can say a pollutant release after burning. So burning of rice crop residue release suspended particulate matter SO2, NO2 and O3 in atmosphere. So crop residue से क्या होता है, रिलीज करने सस्पेंडेड पार्टिकुलर मैटर, आल्सो सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड, नाइट्रोजन ऑक्साइड एंड ओजोन इन द एटमॉस्फेयर. जो ओजोन मैंने बताया इट इज अ सेकेंडरी पोल्यूटेंट. सो यहां से क्वेश्चन आएगा ही, आने वाले प्रीलिम्स में यहां से फिर से क्वेश्चन पूछेगा. सो बी प्रिपेयर. कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट रिगार्डिंग द मर्क्यूरी पॉल्यूशन. मर्क्यूरी पॉल्यूशन पे क्वेश्चन पूछा. अब यू नो व्हाट आर द इंपॉर्टेंट सोर्स ऑफ मर्क्यूरी. सो मर्क्यूरी क्या होता है, दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी one of the heavy metal pollutant that present not only in India but all over the world. One of the major reason for causing a problem. Okay, so gold mining activity is a source of mercury pollution in the world. Coal based thermal power plant cause mercury pollution and there is no known safe level of exposure to the mercury. 3 statement दिया गया है mercury pollution से. अब आपको पता होगा mercury pollution के बारे में आप पढ़े होंगे, तो आपको पता होगा this is there various source of mercury. Okay, so first is your gold mining. Gold mining ऐसा है जहां गोल्ड माइनिंग में they use mercury as amalgamation. Okay, for separate ore from impurities को हटाने के लिए इसको यूज किया जाता है. और there is a combination of 2 important you can say metals. So gold mining में यूज किया जाता है जिसकी वजह से mercury का इमिशन होता है. Then coal based thermal power plant में इसमें भी जब होता है burning of the coal, that also release mercury in the environment. So first and second is correct. Third is saying there is no known safe level exposure to mercury. अब आपको वर्ल्ड लेवल पे किसी भी पॉल्यूटेंट को आप पढ़ रहे तो वर्ल्ड लेवल पे जानो उसके बारे में WHO और अदर इंटरनेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन इज गिवन एनी गाइडलाइन, ये इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है. तो यहाँ पर गाइडलाइन ऑलरेडी WHO ने दिया है एंड अमेरिकन सोसाइटी ने भी दिया है कि यस देयर इज सम लेवल, कि आफ्टर दैट लेवल यू विल फाइंड दैट कि एक्सपोजर ऑफ अबव लेवल विल काउज अ मोर प्रॉब्लम. Okay, so there is no known safe level exposure to the mercury. This statement is completely wrong because when you will see explanation, see I already told you no need to understand what is the correct answer, what is the wrong answer. Here you have to focus what type of question actually UPSC asks. Very straightforward question like mercury pollution is one of the important, always you see in newspaper. So यहाँ पर आपको source समझना है कि gold mining, yes, one of the important source for mercury pollution. And also coal based thermal power plant is also one of the important source. Apart from this, I said safe level. Every pollutant have their some threshold level. Beyond that, if anyone exposure beyond that threshold level, it cause a health problem and other environmental problem. So यहाँ पर already WHO ने guideline अपना दिया है. So this third statement is wrong. So we can say how many of the above statement are correct. So only 1, only 2, all 3, none. So option 3 को आप ऐसे eliminate करोगे तो D, this will be you can easily eliminate C and D. So correct answer will be B. Okay. Now let's read here. Very important to know what exactly the mercury here. So acute and chronic mercury exposure can cause adverse effect during any period of development. यहाँ पर already mention किया गया कि this is cause some health problem and environment problem. अगर किसी threshold level से ज्यादा अगर जाते हैं mercury exposure होता है, so it will cause. Okay. Now move to the next question number 4 here. Consider the following statement like chlorofluorocarbon known as ozone depleting substances are used. Now every time we use in a newspaper about ozone hole, especially during the winter season, and we know there are 2 important locations all over the world. There are 2 important locations. One is your Arctic Circle, okay, Arctic area, and second is your Antarctic. These are the 2 areas where you see ozone hole is more concerned. People of this area always raise their voice. As compared to the climate change, people of this area, polar areas, they talk about what we are doing for protecting our ozone hole, okay. And ozone is one of the important gas present in our stratosphere where temperature increases. Okay, so ozone is the hole. What is exactly meaning of ozone hole? So ozone formation is natural. Ozone form in at stratosphere is natural process. So depletion means when ozone is split in ozone oxygen plus subatomic oxygen. Okay, oxygen and subatomic oxygen. This is called ozone. Depletion of ozone means when ozone break, and this has happened because of one important pollutant called chlorofluorocarbon. So release of this chlorofluorocarbon in stratosphere, then because the wind is okay, because some convection process and because some turbulence, eddy currents, it's take from troposphere to the stratosphere, and once it reaches in the stratosphere, under the influence of your ultraviolet radiation, it break into, okay, ultraviolet break with chlorine plus carbon. Now this chlorine, whatever chlorofluorocarbon, see the chlorine element when released from the chlorofluorocarbon, this is one of the major reason for depletion of the ozone layer, and this is how Cl plus O3, it creates a Cl of O plus oxygen. Now remember, chlorine act as a catalyst here. Chlorine act as a catalyst that not only deplete, not only destroy a single, not a single ozone, but thousands of ozone molecules is destroyed because of the chlorine. Now, such a most protective layer in our atmosphere, ozone, that protect the entire bio community from such a harmful ultraviolet radiation. So this is what we have to know. What exactly means cause for the depletion of this ozone layer, chlorofluorocarbon, and where it used. So see, the first is in the production of plastic foams. This is also given in your NCERT. When you read class 12th NCERT, okay, biology, especially biology NCERT, you will see last 4 chapter, environment, where ozone depletion is mentioned. There is also mentioned about the sources. So yes, plastic foams is one of the important area where we use ozone. Then in the production of tubeless tire, no, this is not the area where we use the chlorofluorocarbon. Then third is in the cleaning certain electronic component, yes, refrigerator, air condition, everywhere chlorofluorocarbon used as the one coolant material. And fourth one is as pressurizing agent in aerosol cans. This is the also area where we use chlorofluorocarbon. So as per the see the option, which of these statement given above is are correct? 1, 2 and 3 only, 4 only. So we can eliminate. See, the option 2 is not the correct. So we can say option A is not your choice, option D is not your choice, and we know the 1, 3, 4, all 3 are the important. So we can say option C is the correct answer. What you learned from this question? In upcoming prelims exam, maybe they will ask you about the international agreement that was signed on the ozone for the protection of ozone. Okay, like ozone depleting substance को कैसे कम किया जाए? So we have already Montreal Protocol. Okay, Montreal Protocol को amendment करके Kigali Agreement sign हुआ. Okay, now every country have that means running their own policy and program for how this means reduce the consumption of ozone depleting substance. अब CFC को जगह पे HFC आया, hydrofluorocarbon आया. Now hydrofluorocarbon is present day considered as a more harmful greenhouse gas as compared to the carbon dioxide. So maybe in upcoming prelims exam they will ask you question about the HFC. What are the alternate of CFC? CFC की जगह पे क्या क्या हम यूज कर सकते हैं? HFC एक बहुत आया कि हाँ HFC को यूज किया जा सकता है, लेकिन it is more, उसका अगर देखा जाए तो this is the very dangerous greenhouse gas as compared to carbon dioxide. So this causes a more greenhouse effect on the surface of the earth. So there is more policies regarding that. So वो एरिया आपका प्रिपरेशन के लिए होना चाहिए अपकमिंग प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम में. ओके, हियर सी CFC आर नोन एज नॉन टॉक्सिक नॉन फ्लेमेबल केमिकल कंटेनिंग एटम्स ऑफ कार्बन, chlorine, fluorine. Okay, they are used in the manufacture of aerosol spray, blowing agents of foams, packing materials, solvent, and as a refrigerant. Okay, we'll move to the next question. Again, same question. See why I'm choosing the same question again, because you should understand one area. UPSC has different types of question. Knowledge, your concept required the same, but you have to face a type of question. Maybe sometimes they will ask you very easy questions, sometimes they create a very tricky question. So you have to prepare for both the side. Okay, see, the formation of ozone hole in the Antarctic region has been cause of concern. What could be the reason for the formation of this hole? Already explained. Okay, chlorofluorocarbon is one of the reason. As CFC when reaches stratosphere under the influence of ultraviolet radiation, this chlorine release, okay, this chlorine release, and this chlorine further combined with ozone gas, okay, this release chlorine oxide plus oxygen. Okay, now this chlorine oxide again combined with oxygen, subatomic oxygen, again it releases in the formation Cl plus oxygen. Now one chlorine is responsible for destroying thousands of ozone molecules. So this is the one of the reason that causes the depletion of the ozone layer. Now let's see why this hole is formed? Hole is actually a gap. You know, concentration of ozone gas जहां पर कम हो जाता है उसको हम लोग hole कहते हैं, and from where ultraviolet radiation reaches on the surface of the earth. So what is the reason? Presence of prominent tropospheric turbulence and inflow of chlorofluorocarbon, presence of prominent polar front and stratospheric cloud and inflow of chlorofluorocarbon, absence of polar front and stratospheric cloud, absence, okay, inflow of methane and chlorofluorocarbon, increase the temperature at the polar region due to the global warming. So you can easily eliminate option D because this is not the case. Okay, increase in temperature at the polar region due to global warming, this is not the case. See, this whatever reaction I discussed here, this reaction become more faster because of the presence of stratospheric cloud. Polar stratospheric cloud is one of the reason that initiate this reaction. It happens so fast, especially in winter season, that cause for depletion of the ozone hole. Okay, so when as per our own discussion, you see option statement B. So presence of prominent polar front and stratospheric cloud and inflow of chlorofluorocarbon. So whenever CFC, because troposphere, where more large number of people are using coolant, or we can say refrigerator, air condition, especially in tropical area. Temperate regions are they are very less. You see seasonal changes. That's why they are not using so much. So here transfer of the chlorofluorocarbon from the tropical, because the planetary winds, it go toward the polar regions, and presence of stratospheric cloud both combined together, and this reaction happen more faster. So B is the correct answer. Okay, B यहाँ पर करेंगे. So this hole is present because of the stratospheric polar stratospheric cloud. Okay, we'll move to the next question here. Same, there is multiple reason for, but we have, as for environment point of view, our concern is here presence of polar stratospheric cloud. During the Antarctica winter, extreme cold action for the formation of polar stratospheric cloud. This cloud facilitates the chemical reaction that convert stable chlorine compound into reactive chlorine species. So one chlorine is responsible for destruction of thousands of ozone molecules. Question number 6, consider the following. Okay, which of the above are emission of from the coal combustion or thermal power plant? So this is again from the air pollution question, and very basic source. Whenever we study about air pollution, we have to understand what are the important source of air pollution. अभी तो काफी न्यूज में चल रहा है एयर पोल्यूशन, तो आने वाले प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम में हो सकता है कि ज्यादा क्वेश्चन आपसे एयर पोल्यूशन में पूछ दे, मे बी इन योर मेंस एग्जाम एंड योर प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम. व्हाट पॉइंट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हियर, एज आई सेड, लाइक इन केस ऑफ स्टबल बर्निंग. स्टबल बर्निंग में हम लोग क्या सिर्फ न्यूज पढ़ते हैं कि स्टबल बर्निंग हो क्यों रहा और उससे कितना पॉल्यूशन हमारे दिल्ली एनसीआर में हो रहा है, बट वी शुड नो आल्सो व्हाट आर द बेसिक थिंग्स, व्हाट पॉल्यूटेंट्स रिलीज बिकॉज ऑफ द burning of crop residue and biomass. So here again thermal power plant, as you know, one of the reason behind for global warming is burning of fossil fuels. Because the fossil fuels burn, it releases more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Okay, so carbon dioxide as one of the most important greenhouse gas released in the atmosphere. Nitrogen oxide is one of the reason, okay, cause for acid rain also, and sulfur dioxide. So all three are one of the, we can say, major pollutant that released while burning of coal and production of thermal power plant electricity when produced. So all three are the release. So correct answer will be option D. Now in next exam for preparation, you should know what are the major, okay, types of coals in India. Okay, major types coals in India. Which of the following part of India where you see we call as Gondwana coalfield, tertiary coalfield. Okay, so what are the important locations, especially in Chota Nagpur plateau. So maybe in geography they will ask you question from mineral resources, important coal resources in our country. So यहाँ से questions फिर से आ सकते हैं. These are the oxide of nitrogen also release, sulfur release. This compound also may contribute to acid rain. अब देखो क्या होता है ना कि how you should attempt past year question paper and how you should learn. See the what are the options are given. UPSC may be asked from the particular option in the next year. Whenever you do explanation, because of the explanation you should know कि आखिर ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, नाइट्रोजन ऑक्साइड एंड सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड रिलीज हो रहा, तो इसका इफेक्ट क्या हो रहा है एनवायरनमेंट में. इसका इफेक्ट हम देख रहे हैं एसिड रेन पे. अब यूपीएससी एसिड रेन पे डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछ देगा, क्योंकि जो द फॉलोइंग इज द मेजर रीजन फॉर द एसिड रेन, तो यहाँ पर आपको पता होना चाहिए. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 7, ह्यूमन एक्टिविटी इन द रिसेंट पास्ट हैव caused the increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, but a lot of it does not remain in the lower atmosphere. See, lower atmosphere, basically we are talking about the troposphere. So what is the reason behind this concentration of carbon dioxide is not present in the lower part of the atmosphere? So life of the carbon dioxide, we know because of the carbon cycle, most of the vegetation absorb carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis, and that's why our lots of program run by the government of India like Green Mission India, and also our commitment under the Paris Agreement that we will increase the forest cover in our country so that this carbon dioxide will absorb 2.6 to 3 billion tons of carbon dioxide by the process of photosynthesis. So we know in atmosphere when carbon dioxide is present, photosynthesis process happening for the terrestrial ecosystem also and also marine ecosystem. Both marine vegetation also absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So what is the reason behind why it is not present for a long period of time? Let's see the option what is given. It escaped into the outer stratosphere. Can we say this is the correct? The photosynthesis by photoplanktons in the ocean, as I said, marine vegetation, okay, or we can say blue economy, blue carbon, okay, this is called blue carbon. So blue carbon is about all vegetations, marine vegetation, they absorb atmospheric carbon dioxide. The trapping of air in the polar ice caps. Out of the three options, most you see that is suit for this type of question answer is statement number 2, because it escaped into the outer stratosphere, not possible. Carbon dioxide mix with the rain and it become a carbonic acid, and this is one of the reason for cause for weathering process. That weathering process happened on the surface of the earth, this integration of the rocks. So carbon dioxide is not reaches toward the atmosphere, stratosphere tak nahi jata, because this carbon dioxide is one of the important greenhouse gas and it not go beyond tropopause. So stratosphere, this option is not correct. Trapping of air in the polar ice caps, no, this is also not, because it's not a carbon. We can say there are two type of carbon. One is called black carbon, okay, black carbon is like a soot, or we can say that release a solid particles while burning of fossil fuel in the thermal power plant. So that may be stuck some surface of the glacier, and this is again one of the reason behind for your melting of the glaciers. So which of the statement given above is or are correct? So we can say option B is the answer. Okay, we'll move to the next question. See the question again here, acid rain is caused by the pollution of environment. Which of the following? Now we know sulfur dioxide, nitrous oxide is one of the important pollutant that release, okay, by in thermal power plant. So carbon dioxide, nitrogen, can say no, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide no, ozone and carbon dioxide no, nitrous oxide and sulfur dioxide. So this option D is the here a correct answer. Nitrous oxide and sulfur dioxide, they all combine together and create a acid rain. Acid rain will fall, you see a different effect on the surface of the earth. It is not good for even monuments and also not good for the biotic community. Okay, so correct answer here is option D. See, react with water to form nitric acid. When nitrous oxide react, okay, for nitric acid, this acid mix with the rainwater, lowering its pH value, okay, and result in the acid rain which harm the ecosystem, corrode the buildings, affect human health. So what is photochemical smoke as result from the action? Question number 9, again they ask from same question of pollutants that we talk about, the secondary pollutant. Okay, ozone is a secondary pollutant, and this is happened because of presence of nitrous oxide, volatile organic compound in the presence of sunlight. This process called photochemical smoke. So in presence of nitrous oxide, O sunlight, oxygen sunlight, okay, and sunlight 3 and peroxyacetyl nitrate in the air, presence of carbon monoxide, oxygen sunlight and peroxyacetyl nitrate in the air, carbon monoxide, high carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide the low temperature, evening concentration of nitrous oxide O3 and CO in the air. So most important thing is nitrous oxide is important, okay, presence of carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, sunlight, peroxyacetyl nitrate, carbon nitrogen at the low temperature. See, photochemical, first of all understand what is photochemical smoke. So when nitrous oxide is present, okay, plus your volatile organic compound, okay, volatile organic compound in the presence of sunlight, this is what ozone is formed. Now understand there are two types of ozone. One is your called a good ozone, and other one is your bad ozone. So whatever you see ozone produced in troposphere is called bad ozone, and that is in stratosphere is a good ozone. Why good ozone? Because it absorbs ultraviolet radiation, and bad ozone because it is not good for the human health. So presence of sunlight is important, nitrous oxide is important. So this option here, option A is correct. Option A is correct here. Let's see. Okay, so peroxide nitrous, this smoke occurs during the secondary polarity of the reaction nitrous oxide, hydrocarbon and sunlight. So this is a hydrocarbon, sunlight all present, then in that case, okay, in that case photochemical smog is present. So option A is correct answer here. Next question. In the context of WHO air quality guideline, consider the following statement. अब देखो WHO का गाइडलाइन आया एयर पोल्यूशन के लिए, कितना एयर पोल्यूशन होना चाहिए उस पर गाइडलाइन आया. फर्स्ट इज 24 आवर मीन PM 2.5 शुड नॉट एक्सीड 15 ग्राम पर मीटर क्यूब एंड एनुअल मीन PM 2.5 शुड बी नॉट एक्सीड 5 माइक्रोग्राम पर मीटर क्यूब. Second, in a year the highest level of ozone pollution occurs during the period of inclement weather. Third, PM10 can penetrate the lung barrier and enter the bloodstream. Excessive ozone in the air can trigger asthma. All four option is given regarding the air quality. So first option is correct. Whenever you see such type of statement ना, don't confuse. ऐसे statement क्या होता है कि standard statement होते हैं. So बहुत ही कम chance होता है कि UPSC will do mistake here or give you use some tricky, because it's very difficult to remember all this. So remember this statement 1 is correct. Second is, in a year highest level ozone pollution occurred during the period of inclement weather. In this case, rainfall happen, anything, okay, cloud, if cloud will form. So all this will be not allowed to concentration of ozone for a long period of time in the atmosphere. So this statement 2 is wrong. PM2 can penetrate the lung barrier and enter the bloodstream. So PM can penetrate the lung but it not enter the bloodstream. This is only for the PM 2.5. PM 2.5, okay. So PM10 is not, because the diameter of the PM is 10 is more as compared to PM 2.5. So PM 2.5 enter in your bloodstream. Excessive ozone in the air can trigger the asthma. This statement is correct, okay. This is one of the reason, that's why it is called a bad ozone, okay, cause for the, it is not good for our health. Then which of the statement given above are correct? So 1 and 4 only. Option B is the correct answer, okay. So go through all this question one by one. In environment, first you finish your air pollution. Read everything about air pollution is given. What are the sources, what are the different type of gases that cause the air pollution. Then talk about the ozone depletion. All the protocols, okay, Vienna Convention, Montreal, Kigali Agreement, water pollution is important. And NCERT, especially class 12th NCERT biology, class 12th NCERT biology book जो है, that you should go last 4 chapter is very important. Last 4 chapter is very important. Go and read it and then solve the past year question. You will see, you will have a more confidence. Okay, so we'll meet you in the next video. Okay, same topic, pollutant and pollutions and related policies in India, and we'll solve more questions from past years. Okay, so thank you everyone.